Good morning, everyone. It's me, Tabby. So, today is going to be more of a Tales of Arise kind of a day.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I'm 5 levels stronger. And so I'm ready to move on. I think I need to head somewhere. I need to head somewhere. I know that much. Anyway, let's see how much stronger we are now. But do I really need to be Heaven's Law anymore?
This will be a delicious piece of cake! And a kiss! This? One more! Not in your dreams! There's the wind! It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
I'll face you, pesky airborne scoundrel.
What sounds like a job for yours truly!
Okay, I need to remember to dodge.
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, turn the tables on.
Let's keep going! Frozen! Hammer!
Ah, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the way this looks sometimes.
That's my cue!
Shut him down. Rinwell! Light burst forth.
You don't
Oh.
mess around, one's mine!
Watching Renwell pair up with a Randon is always just so glorious.
In a bind.
Oh man, I love this game.
Seems about right to me.
Like, I'm not going to compare it to the greatness that is the Tales of Hesperia or even Tales of Graces, which is having a console release on the Xbox, so imagine I'll be playing it in the future because I have a lot to say about that game. That game, I have a lot I need to say about it. All of it good. All of it good. That game is the pinnacle of good. I mean, it's not Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World, but it's good. And if you do not know how I feel about Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World, you should really catch up. I love Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World. It was my first Tales game. It's what got me hooked on the Tales of games in the first place. Oh, I felt that everywhere in my body, all at once. That was painful.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't
Really?
get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else.
Yay.
For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too?
Yes.
Support and
Somewhat.
protect one another in times of need?
I mean,
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
no.
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
You see that squirrel?
What do
We
you
eat
mean,
it.
what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Oh, I'm
Does
all
that
for
mean
her.
eating
Give me. Oh.
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Oh.
What is it? No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
He looks like he belongs in the anime Magi.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Oh,
Etiquette.
you too?
Indeed.
Two?
To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
God, I love this
That's not
guy.
being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
Oh God.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Wow. Just wow. That was a lot. I didn't know what to say for all of it, but that was a lot. So I changed some things around a bit.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I should have had him in a different outfit. That would have been more
I
hilarious.
second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Man.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
They're so obvious. Whoa. Hello. Hey, it's the crow guy.
Been looking for you.
Who are you?
Me, why?
He belongs in Australia. Got it. Oh, he's not even like moving his. Oh my god. Is this your long lost brother? Your long lost boyfriend?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
Oh yeah, boyfriend.
That is all I desire.
Boyfriend. Long lost boyfriend.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
By the power of the world. Ready. This one's mine. Not on my watch.
Begin!
There. Run across field.
Who the hell are you?
He's my boyfriend. It's so obvious.
Normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Not a chance.
Take this. Enjoy.
God, we're dancing so beautifully. Oh, I'm into him. Oh, please let this be endgame.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. Vision ruin. Elusive deity. Begin.
Try harder.
Here.
Can you take it?
Take this. Not
Show
today.
me your strength.
Wide open.
It won't escape me. Can you take it? Can't get out of this.
Try harder. My turn.
I'm all stopped up.
You're on.
Does it hurt?
Can't be swallowed.
Oh, I'm entertained.
This one's mine. Here goes.
Now you see what I can do.
Far enough. Still far.
Oh. Oh, we were so harmonious. Our dancing and blocking, our dodging. This is what I missed about martial arts. I need to have a sparring partner. I need a sparring partner. I am slow, I am rusty, I need to get back into it. My back's recovered enough that at least I can do some sparring. Oh, you hurt my baby, I'm gonna kill you. Hit the owl. Hit the owl. Yes! Oh. Miss me, now you have to kiss me.
Is that all that you've got?
Oh, come on.
Very well. Then die.
Ooh. Beautiful shot. All because Alphen wanted to take a break.
A wretch like you?
Oh. Is she dead? Is she... Can she please be dead? No, okay. We get to unlock true Alphen. Super Alphen. Alphen Saiyan 3.
Till next time.
Bye, Crow Lord.
Shionne, wake up, please.
Alphen,
Shionne.
thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
No, he's not. He's not even
okay.
pressing on you.
And so am I.
I just love how her eyes glow when she's using her arts. That is such a nice feature for these games.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's Shionne, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
I can't die. I don't have a heart.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's
Yeah, well,
not
I produced the
different.
sword.
Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Memories unlocked. He has a boyfriend. Alphen is gay. You're not a man.
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Oh man.
Are you sure you're okay?
The story.
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I don't have a heart.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not.
Renwell in the back. Well, new
Look,
fear unlocked.
I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
Red and ghosts
There was
haunting
also
me.
that strange light that appeared when Shionne was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shionne to rest.
Dohalim's starting to ask the right questions.
Hey.
Oh.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I can give you
I'm
a beating
not
if
here
I need
just
to.
stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
No.
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
You'd be surprised
Look,
what you can't do when
I
you don't have a
appreciate you
heart.
trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time.
Whoa. Even he
Please,
goes
stop
down.
trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Well, that was a very entertaining way to start off the episode. I got to have a beautiful dance with a beautiful man who's probably his brother, maybe, or boyfriend, probably more likely. Hopefully. I think that'd be more entertaining. Surprise twist, Alphen's actually gay the whole time. He thinks he's not gay. He gets his memories back and he goes, Shionne, I'm no longer attracted to you. Odd. But that man, that crow lord.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
It's beautiful. I love
No
it.
soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen.
It's like being
But
in
look at these
Cleveland.
facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
They've already had their war.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see. If
I'm
we can
thinking
find
Crow
someone.
Lord had something to
They
do
might
with
be
that.
able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renans, right?
Oh, they're all dead.
Question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Man, so many cutscenes.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see.
Giant forest fire behind
I
them.
apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
He's a Renan
Moving
and a
on,
prince.
Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lord
Are you
Frank
really
Dohalim has
surprised by
attendants
this?
That take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shionne has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case,
I wonder
circumstances
why.
forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think
Squat.
it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers?
Oh.
I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been
It's
sleeping
called a
well.
man pillow.
However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
For making
Did
a
I
pillow?
say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
What did he say that was so offensive? He wants to use the feathers after the owl molts, not dies. Oh man, look at this place. That's so beautiful. Hey, hello. Ooh, yay, pork. It's probably gone bad sitting out here like this. Oh, hello, owl.
Hoo-hoo!
Yes, but how do I get to you?
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Boy, I'm loving this really sad music.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Do you think we have time to go back to the forest? We are in the middle of enemy distraught territory. Look at these beautiful banners. They were having a party when this happened. They were aristocrats eating cake, telling the peasantry who couldn't afford bread that they should just eat cake. But not their cake. They had to get their own cake.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're
Yes.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
And when we get there, we find out that everyone's handcuffed to the giant windmills, and they're slowly dying of starvation because there's no one to feed them. And there's no bathroom breaks anymore, so they walk around a massive puddle of stool and urine. Their feet festered and foot trenched. Bleeding, cracked crevices as it slowly succumbs to the poisons and diseases
All of you, stop right there. Don't
festering.
They have us surrounded.
The infections
move.
taking
Who are
root.
you? Where did you come from?
You first. Show yourself.
Well, you don't
I'm
do
the
that.
one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Yeah.
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
They must have heard word of the rebellion and said, hey, yeah, let's do it.
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfon of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are
Oh,
you the Danon
wow.
leader here in Niaz?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
He's dead.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Even Rinwell's not letting them
And
stay
it's
on
on your
this.
head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Kind of makes me wonder, though. They took down the Lord. How strong does that person have to be to take down a Lord? Will I have to fight that person myself? I mean, we had to get their core. I mean, that's what Shionne's after, is their core, so...
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
My parents are dead!
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
I'm
Explosives?
very smart, yeah. Very
That's
smart,
a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I
Who said we did?
That's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
Yep. Sometimes you have to bust a bunch of eggs.
What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off.
Oh.
Now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure.
Oh no, she's gonna
Probably hiding
level the town.
somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
What?
They're my friends.
Aww.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and the little lady are friends and more.
Uh-oh. Why does that voice sound familiar? Is that an Oblivion guard? I believe that's the voice of an Oblivion Imperial Legionnaire.
Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wing!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm. We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes.
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! Dark Wings!
I say we let them fight for their own right to live. They seem to have it well in their hand. I say we just let them.
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
I believe it.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Yeah.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shionne said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say
I wonder how they
farewell.
hear about it,
You're
though.
on
It's
your
not
own,
like
but
they're able to
good
travel
hunting.
from realm to realm, so how are they hearing about this news?
Before you go,
Are they
how
overhearing
come
Renans
you don't
talking
hate
about
the
it?
Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
And then you have Renwell, who's beginning to know these two Renans.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Slowly, Renwell's racism is vanishing. She's seeing herself in the sky, and she's like, but I know these two. They're not bad. Which is basically what he was saying, is like, yeah, I don't have a problem with these two.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule.
I agree.
Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shionne. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Sorry, I kind of spaced out there. What happened?
I just don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them.
True.
However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it
Nothing
was
changes.
Instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
That's nice. That's nice. Oh my god, another one?
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Is it?
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
True. And over here, Rimmel is just completely melting, just going, I want to hate him. I want to hate him so badly, but he keeps being nice, and I don't like that. All right. I just want to hate this guy. He just keeps being nice, and I don't like it. It completely ruins my. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where have I gone? Where have I been? This music, it makes me want to say sad things.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
I'm
Sounds
in
like
dire
our cue
need.
to step in and help.
No. When I was young, I once tried to cook my own pizza. Oh, the music's gonna stop.
Not this way, I guess.
Ah.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Yes, but I'm not doing that. When I was young, I once tried to cook my own pizza. I was 6 at the time. The pizza was a Totino's pizza.
Hey,
small.
If we find anyone who needs help here,
Able to
I
fit
know. We'll make sure to ask
the
what's wrong.
microwave. So I set the pizza in the microwave. And me, being 6 years old, knew that I was going to need a fork to turn the pizza over. So I stuck a fork in with the pizza in the microwave. Set it for 5 minutes. I was 6 years old. And I watched as the sparks came through the microwave. My pizza burning. And I was 6. No one was watching what I was doing. And I watched and I listened to the sparks in the
you
microwave
see
as my
anybody around
pizza
here who
cooked.
could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
But it didn't cook that well. And then oh.
Stay sharp. We're going
Okay,
in.
the sad music's gone. I can't finish the story. I'm sorry. Where am I going? Oh, I need to rest at the end. Oh, okay. My bad. That wasn't made clear to me. I didn't know I was supposed to rest at the end.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
And so the pizza inside the microwave, with the sparks flying, and I was still 6 years old. I screamed and I cried. And finally someone came over to the microwave. They called me an idiot. Asked me what I was doing, being so stupid.
I hear a voice.
They opened up the microwave and they took out the fork. And that's...
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
Yes,
I
yeah,
want to
I
go
mean,
after her.
she wants her
I
core.
second
I
that.
mean, come on.
I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
She will kill every Denon
That's a
in the
good
realm.
point, Ridwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Who cares?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem.
More
For
oppression.
now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we
Bayfon?
decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Toph Beifong? Toph's in this game? Oh no. She's a Renan. She's out walking by herself. And she's been stabbed through the heart. And he's to blame!
Where are you going?
Alphen,
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
It's not safe out here by yourself. You're a Renan. You'll probably kill the entire town.
Have it your way.
Burger King?
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little,
Oh,
if you want.
no. Renwell.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
He's remembering that he's gay.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
So, anyway. Oh, the sad music's back. We're gonna call the episode here. I will finish up that story in the next episode, okay? Everyone, have a good day. Goodbye.